Hey class, alright, today our objectives are I can determine the cause and effect events taking place through text, and I can compare and contrast myself to a character in the text. That's what we want to focus on today. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So we're going to come to the carpet and we're going to read Tickly Octopus by Ruth Galloway. What do you think this story is about by looking at the cover?
This weird-looking octopus.
Yep, it's about an octopus.
An octopus tickles things.
Yep. And where does the octopus live?
In the ocean.
In the ocean.
On the sidewalk.
So you're right. This story is about an ocean and an octopus. Raise your hand if you have ever been to the ocean. Yay! Raise your hand if you like the ocean. Come. Raise your hand if you ever swam in the ocean. Have you ever seen an octopus? William, you never swam in the ocean? Really?
No, I walked in it, but I didn't. If I can't see clearly through it, I'm not swimming in it.
That makes me scared now. Okay, while we read this story, I want you to think about the events we hear and see that are cause and effect. For instance, an example for cause and effect would be if you hit the ball of your friend's hand, it may roll down the hill. And then since you hit the ball of your friend's hand, the friend is mad at you. Let's see. I also want you to think about how you might be like Tickly Octopus or how you're different than Tickly Octopus. See if I can get it.
Okay. Down in the ocean, among the swirling seaweed and the colorful coral, lived a tickly octopus. He had 8 twisty, twirly tentacles, and he loved to use them to tickle. When Octopus tickled the little fish, they jumped and giggled, wiggled and jiggled. They thought tickling was tons of fun. But most of all, the creatures found his tickling tiresome. Octopus tickled Starfish and made her squirm. "Stop it," she squeaked. Octopus tickled Clickety-Clackety Crab, and Crab tripped and tumbled into the sand. "Go away," he snapped. "But I'm Tickly Octopus, and I'm really good at tickling," said Octopus sadly. And he swam off to tickle the wiggly, jiggly fish again. One day, Octopus saw Oyster snoozing among the seashells. He couldn't resist giving her one teeny tiny tickle. But Oyster woke with a jump and dropped her precious pearl. Ping, bip, boing! It bounced over the rocks and was swept away by the currents. "Oh no," gasped Octopus. Poor Oyster was very upset. "Sorry," said Octopus. "I'll get it back for you." Octopus raced through the water with a whoosh and a swoosh. "Whee!" he thought. "I never knew I could be so super speedy." Whoosh! Octopus followed the pearl as it tumbled to the bottom of the sea. "Wow," he thought, "I never knew I could swim so deep." At last Octopus reached the pearl, but plink, plonk, plop, Oyster's precious pearl bounced over the rocks and slipped through a small gap in the ocean floor. Octopus squished and squashed and heaved and squeezed and managed to push his rubbery body through the gap. "Oh," he thought, I never knew I could be so slinky. There, glinting in the darkness, was a smooth and shiny pearl, but just behind it was a fierce eel. Yikes! Squeaked Octopus. He quickly picked up the pearl and sped away. Give me that pearl! Roared the eel. Octopus huffed and puffed as the eel chased him. He'd swum such a long way, and he was very tired. The eel was getting closer and closer. With a spurt and a squirt and a belch and a squelch, Octopus sprayed a cloud of black ink. The eel couldn't see a thing. Oh my, thought Octopus, I never knew I could be so inky. And he danced happily back to Oyster. Oyster was delighted to get her pearl back. I promise I won't ever tickle you again, Octopus said. I've found lots of other things I'm good at doing. From now on, I'm going to be a speedy, deep sea, slinky, inky octopus. But I'll still be a little tickly too.
Okay. Now, do you guys see the seaweed and the ocean floor and the coral? We talked about that was what makes up our coastal ecosystem today.
Yes.
Give me a thumbs up if you like the book. We can tell that. So I want us to start this Venn diagram. I know you probably can't see it, but I did different colors. Remember, our Venn diagram helps us compare and contrast two different things. So we're going to compare and contrast Tickly Octopus to ourselves, and then both will be in red because you both have the same thing. So you can tell me one thing that is different, that Octopus is different than us.
They have 8 legs.
8 legs. Good job. Oops, I did the wrong color. Sorry. What is one thing that is different that we have that Octopus doesn't have?
We have 2 legs.
Yeah. Okay, and what is one thing that's the same?
We have 2 eyes.
True. Okay. Another thing that Octopus has that we don't have or lives somewhere.
They live in the ocean.
Yeah.
Has 8 hearts.
Is it really?
Yes.
All right, one thing that's different that we have.
We live on land.
We live on land. Good job.
We use our feet to walk.
Well, okay. What's another thing that's the same?
We can both swim.
Yeah.
And tickle.
Yep.
We both eat fish.
True. Okay. What did Tickly Octopus do when he was scared?
He inked.
He inked. Can we do that?
No.
Nope. It was just the ink. Okay, what's another thing that we do that Octopus doesn't do?
We can talk.
Yep, we can talk. Okay, y'all did a good job. I think that looks good. All right. Okay, now I'm going to put y'all in groups, 3 groups. I want you to look through the book. You'll each have a book to look through. And you want to discuss with your group mates some cause and effects that you see in the book and write them down, and then we're going to go over them together as a group. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to do that, and then we'll meet back and write them on the board.
I'm not seeing that paper that you sent.
It was in the second email. See it? It won't let me minimize. Did y'all see it?
I've got it.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, I forwarded it, William. Okay, who would like to give me a cause and effect that they found?
The octopus tickled the little fish, so they jumped and giggled.
Okay, good job. Raise your hand if you don't like to be tickled. Depends. All right, who has another one?
He tickled the oyster and the pearl rolled away.
How did that make the pearl feel? I mean, not the pearl, the oyster feel.
Sad.
Okay. William, you remember one?
I'm waiting for my team to finish answering it. So you said the cause, correct?
Yeah.
All right. The octopus saw an eel while trying to get the black pearl.
Mhm.
And then the effect was the octopus was scared and quickly grabbed the pearl and swam away.
Good job. Who remembers what the octopus did to the eel when he was swimming away?
You inked it.
Inked them. Doesn't that look really cool?
Wish I could do that.
You. The big cloud of black smoke looked like. So what lesson do you think Octopus learned from this story?
Not to tickle sleeping people.
Yeah, not to tickle and to be careful. He said he would never tickle Oyster again, didn't he? Okay. Let's see. Give me a thumbs up if you understand that cause leads to the effect. We're good there. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you feel comfortable with cause and effect. If you don't, we're going to have more practice with this throughout the week. We're also going to have more practice with comparing and contrasting. You're each going to get an exit ticket you will complete independently. When you're done with those, you may turn them into me and you'll be able to pack up and get your book bags. The exit tickets, one of them you are going to list one cause and effect that you saw in the book. The other exit ticket, you're going to write one thing that is alike between you and Octopus and one thing that is different. Okay? And I hope everyone has a great day. I will see you tomorrow and we will learn about the mountain region.